Roll the corn. You know the truth now. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Los Angeles, what up? El Negro, roll the corn. King Ba, how you doing, brother? Nee, what's up? Salem, Massachusetts, Jack, roll the corn. Doing pretty good. Appreciate you for asking, King Ba. I just wanted to come on and take a couple of questions. Take a couple of questions. Jack, roll the corn. Now, lately, let me see. How y'all feeling tonight, man? Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Lately, I've been studying real heavy on Tartarian style buildings, right? Because these buildings are so amazing. These buildings are so huge and so amazing, and they're all over the world. And I feel like nobody has ever really showed the people who actually built these buildings. Like everything is kind of like a myth. You know what I'm saying? The mound builders is a myth. They say it's a myth. The Tartarian buildings is a myth. Egypt is a myth. Everything is a myth, right? And we are too intelligent of beings. We are too intelligent of beings, and our ancestry is tapped along with these buildings and these pyramids and this knowledge for nobody not to be able to figure this out. Like I've been like thinking about this the last couple of days. Keisha the Hood Princess, how you doing? I've been thinking about this the last couple of days. Like it's a lot of stuff that they just say is a myth, people. Like I say, the Tartarian buildings. Where did the people of the Nile River come from? Where did the people of Samaria come from? Where is what are these tribes named in ancient America which became our ancestors of mound builders? And I don't see nobody trying to break the code on this stuff, right? And it kind of bothers me because that's what's the whole point of figuring out the information is. The whole point for me, I'm not on here, I don't want to get on here just to try to teach like knowledge that don't go back along with the ancestors. I ain't got time for that, right? Just teaching knowledge just to be teaching. That's cool, but that's not for us. Like if a YT man or a native do it, it's cool, right? Because they know their ancestry. They really do know their ancestry. They act like they don't, but they do, right? Our people don't know their ancestry. We don't know if our people was created here, there, or where. So, and they don't really show, and they never teach you who actually built the things that's on this planet that are great. And that's what I thrive off of. I want to show people the people who built it, what it was meant for, where is it, like how it was built, how they looked, what they do, right? That's the whole point of information for me, right? I was on Rashad Poet's live earlier, and he touched on some stuff that was very important. He said in his book, y'all go get Rashad Poet book. That book very deep. The book was saying, being a steward of your land, your ancestors' land, is the God within you, right? You being a steward to your ancestors' land ain't nothing closer to God than that in the universe. You work in the same land and your ancestors buried on that land that they worked, ain't nothing closer to God than that. The stewardship of ancestry land is closest to God we gonna get, right? And that's very, very deep because that's what it's all about, right? At one point in time, our ancestors were building something for their descendants to be proud of. They was teaching knowledge to so they can carry on the same level of workmanship as them. And when these other cultures broke us up from that, it fucked us up bad. It messed us up bad, right? So I don't want y'all to think like, cause like I said, when I look around, I don't see nobody trying to figure out the timelines, who the people were, where these names come from. Cause see, all these different names and different cultures confuses our people. And like, it's not a, okay, when you read a book, you go from the beginning of the story up through the climax, up to where things are to the ending of the story, right? That's the way I like to teach it. Because at least you can understand, what's going on. So let's just say Tartarian style buildings, right? Let's just say Tartarian style buildings. Now, earlier I was showing y'all stuff like this on my live. And when I downloaded that live, TikTok took the volume off the live. Like, they didn't even want me to teach this stuff. TikTok took the volume off my downloaded live. Like, they didn't even want me to teach it, bro. Like, this shit is getting so serious. It be weird shit go on with my lives and my videos and stuff every day now. Like, it's getting to the point to where they really fucking with me. Like, y'all think I be playing. These people starting to fuck with me. Cause I'm starting to cross the boundary of people are really starting to understand, right? We are farther ahead in knowledge than we have ever been in a long time, people. I promise you that. Anybody who come to my lives and they go through that information I be giving y'all, and you start to understand some of this stuff, we might not understand it all, but when we understand most of it, we are way farther along knowledge-wise than we normally was, right? So if I sit here and show you stuff like this, hold on, let me show you. What the hell is going on with it? See, just weird shit. What the fuck is going on? Hold on. All right, if I show you something like this, right? Mississippi, right? Limestone Ridge, salt water, which empties into the Mississippi, right? You're talking about a Mississippi River mound site, right? Account of many Indian curiosities found there, Indian mounds, right? Numerous on the rocky ledge, Indian skulls, arrowheads, flint, and iron and stone have been found in these mounds, right? Right on the Mississippi River, Salt River, right? Now look at what they say. Look at what they say. Bronze, the Bronze Age, right? Imitation of the sun and some alphabetical characters closely resembling the Phoenician language. On the Mississippi River, the Phoenician language on the Mississippi River. You see that? Let me show y'all that one more time. Click through it real quick. Limestone Ridge, headwaters of Salt River, which empties into the Mississippi River. Right? We got flint, arrows, skulls, mounds. Right? Now look at the language that they're talking about. Same as it's the bottom of the newspaper clipping. Alphabetical characters closely resembling the Phoenicians. Now, this is the part where I put all the other information I know into play. The Phoenicians wrote Hebrew. That's a fact. So when they're looking at artifacts with Hebrew on the Mississippi River in the Bronze Age, because they got bronze, right? Bronze. The Bronze Age is 2,000 or 3,000 BC, people. The Bronze Age is 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. People on the Mississippi River with bronze, writing Hebrew, 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. Okay. Now, and they built the mounds, and they relics are in mounds. Now, don't forget that. Don't forget their relics are in mounds. They're calling them Indian mounds, people. Now, okay. Now let's decipher through this. If the mound been there that long, 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, with Hebrew-speaking people, therefore, there's still our bloodline right over here in America right now. I'm talking about connected right to the original Hebrew, right to the original people. Ain't no Pangea because the Phoenicians had ships, bro. The Phoenicians had the only ships to travel the waters around this time. Before them, it was another piece of people came, but this is the same bloodline of people. First seafarers, right? Cretans, Phoenicians. Cretans and Phoenicians, same bloodline of people. We're talking 3,000, 4,000 BC. And there was another flood of people who left here before that too. I'll get into that another time. But let me show y'all something. So we're talking about a Hebrew-speaking people building mounds. Now, when I follow these people to the Middle East, right? Phoenicians, look what they built. Look what they built. You see these columns? This was once some type of building that they tore down, right? Ancient buildings with the columns. Now, anybody ever heard of Windsor Ruins? Windsor Ruins, Mississippi. Anybody ever heard of that? Windsor Ruins in Mississippi. Anybody ever heard of that? With the pillars. I went out there myself. I got videos of that place. It looked just like this. It looked exactly like this. It's just pillars. You don't understand, Blake Academy. You don't understand, Blade Academy. You don't understand, ain't just no damn pillars. You don't get it. Y'all, our people dumb down. Y'all, our people are dumbed down. Their own people. These are the greatest structures ever built on the face of the fucking earth, bro. These are the greatest. These structures are sitting in Mississippi in the woods, acting like they are nothing. They are the same pillars over there in the Middle East right now. Built the same way. I researched both of them. Now, I said that to say this. I said that to say this right here. We built this shit. You see these buildings like this? Some of them newer than the other ones because they've been taking care of them a little more. Them Tartarian buildings, we built all of them. Because when I go look at the architecture of them, they built the same way. From all these Catholic churches that took our buildings, the Greek claimed our buildings, the Moors claimed our buildings. Because I don't see no evolution of them people building nothing like this. Only evolution I see is these people from the mound builders going into things that built like this. These are so-called Atlanteans. Only people in the world could build something like this. Then I go to the middle, then I go to Europe. Then I go to Europe. I go to the Roslin Chapel in Scotland. Got corn all through the building, built in the architecture of the building. It don't even supposed to be there. So now, I look at this thing a whole different way. Our people went around the world before people ever had civilizations and built buildings like this. And they still there today. Let me show y'all something. Let's keep looking though. Let's keep looking, right? Look at this. Phoenicia. Look at this. Look at the stonework. Look at the bridge. Look at what these people were building in 4,000-5,000 years ago, people. These the same people that was on the Mississippi River. These the same people that was on the Mississippi River. Phoenicia. Phoenicians. You think I'm bullshitting? Roll the coin. $1,500 years after the Phoenicians had settled in America. Phoenicians settled in America? Crazy. Hold on. $1,500 years after the Phoenicians settled in America. You see that? There's something else I want to show y'all. Then the Tartars or the Mongols and the Chinese crossed the Bering Strait, crossed the Pacific. What they do? And there suddenly came upon the Canaanites. You see that? Tartars or Mongols, Chinese and Mongols, came across the Pacific during the Bering Strait, and who they come in contact with? The Canaanites. Canaanites speaking Hebrew, big dog. They talking about North America. You got to look at this thing a whole nother way. We got to start breaking this shit down to where people can understand it. Canaanites are the same people they talking about in the Bible. The land of Canaan. If the Canaanites are from the Middle East in Israel, why the hell or Mongols coming across the Bering Strait, running right into Canaanites. Why? Because this is where they from. This is where they from, people. America. Phoenicians in America. And they building shit like this. And they building shit like this. All over the world. Everywhere they go, they build this. Now, we all know the Phoenicians and the Cretans are the same bloodline of people because of their kings and their mother goddess. Europa is connected to the Cretans because she is the queen of the mother of the king of the Cretans, Minos. So they connected. So Cretans and Minians, same bloodline. From here. Now, look at what they built. Let's keep looking. Now, that could be corn, but I ain't going to push that narrative. That could be corn right there, but I ain't going to even push that. Right? These Phoenician artifacts. Here go the boats. Here go the boats. This how they look. With Egyptian-style headdresses. See that? Sculptures of Phoenicians. Long hair. Smiling expression. These melanated people. That was already over here. Here go a Cretan right here. With the gold bull's head for Taurus representation. Of the spring. Right? That's Europa's meaning. That is Europa's meaning. Europa is the Pleiades on the back of Taurus. When spring comes back. That became Europa. That's what they named Europe after. People. Therefore, our people named Europe. This shit is crazy. It's crazy. Now let's keep looking at the structures though. Because we keep speaking on all these buildings, but we have to understand somebody built this stuff. Somebody built these buildings that these people speak of all day about Tartarian style buildings. Right? This is what the Cretans built. This is what they built. Now, what this look like? What does this look like? Come on now. I'm going to take it slow tonight. What this look like? A Capitol building. Right? Look at the columns. Look at the top. Capitol buildings. Same style. Now, the Greeks said they came up with this style, but that's a lie. The people before them came up with this style. The Cretans are the first civilization in Europe. That's a fact. You can look it up. Cretans are the first civilization in Europe. And they come from here. Because they had corn when they came over there. Right? These people got corn cob rings on their finger, people. Let me show them to you. These people had corn cob rings on their gold corn cob rings on their fingers, people. See, extensive research is go ahead and show you the truth. Roll the corn. I got the real picture. Corn cob rings, bro. Cretans. Look at the jewelry. Look at the buildings. Look at the corn cob rings. These people come from America. These people got gold corn cob rings in a museum in fucking Greece. And we talking 2000 BC. Now, this is why our history is so important to be taught right. This is why we are treated the way we are. This is why they don't want us to be nothing but some dumbass niggas and don't learn nothing. Don't go nowhere and look at no museums. Don't research nothing. Don't read. Just sell dope, run the street, have kids, a bunch of kids everywhere, and get drunk and high and don't even think about your ancestors. That's what they want you to do. That's what they want. Now, if this shit's so fucked up, when I get to looking into this stuff, they're really not only America, we own a lot of more shit too. Listen to me closely now. I ain't just talking about America at this point. I'm talking about all this shit. Everything great that we see around the world, that shit is ours. Stonehenge, all them palaces in Greece and Athens, and that shit is ours. All of it. See, now I look at it a whole nother way. Now, think about this. Let's just use the ancestors' knowledge that they gave us that we know to be for sure. Let's just use the ancestors' knowledge that they gave us that we know for sure. Okay? If our ancient culture went overseas and put that Hebrew language in rotation, and then the Bible times come, right? And they're writing about our people in the book, our ancient stories back in America and our stories on their land, right? Our history and what was going on while we was there, right? So boom, the Cretans got unalived, or some of them did, and some of them became Phoenicians, right? Because it's the same bloodline. Now, we got stuff like this just sitting on an island in Greece. No other buildings go up like this when these people leave. Then the Phoenicians do it. They get ran out. No other buildings go up in Phoenicia like these. Now, and we talking 2000 BC. Now, don't forget that. Now in America, where they tell us wasn't nobody over here civilized, why our buildings look just like this, but they're a little more modern? The Capitol buildings. Think about it now. They just used some fucking since our ancestors gave us. If they made shit like this in 2000 BC, now we look at these big ass Capitol buildings in America all over this motherfucker. Looking just like this, but they are newer built. our people were still over there working on structures, people. Because wasn't nobody fucking with us in 2000 BC on the Mississippi River. Let me tell y'all something, bro. I saw a picture in a plantation house. I visited a plantation house in Mississippi years ago. I saw a picture on the wall, bro. I got the picture in my old laptop somewhere. I'll show it to y'all tomorrow. It got an old painting from the 1600s of the Mississippi River. Why one of these sitting right there on the fucking Mississippi River? One of these sitting on the Mississippi River. You know what? I'm going to tell you what it was. It was Windsor Ruins. It was Windsor Ruins. It was right in the area by the Windsor Ruins. Y'all start to understand what the fuck be going on out here? And they told us there was a mansion that caught on fire. These people just making up just stupid ass lies because we don't know our history, bro. We had shit like this on the Mississippi River. Let me get my laptop. Hold on. I almost stopped the live. Roll the coin. Now, let me show y'all something. I understand it now. It took years to understand this shit, but somebody got to do it. The code got to get broke. It must be broken. It got to be broken. Come on now. Now, let's go to Windsor Ruins. Blow this up. Roll the coin. Let's go to Windsor Ruins. Hold on. Now, look at this. Y'all see this? Right on the Mississippi River. See that? These people say this is a white man's damn house that burnt down from a cigarette. This is the story they tell about Windsor Ruins. A white man went to sleep, burnt his mansion up with a cigarette. Bro, stop fucking lying, man. Roll the coin. These hunter guys. Look at this shit. Look at this beautiful, in the middle of the woods, right on the Mississippi River. And I went and visited this place, and this place is amazing, bro. These things I know for sure they felt 40 or 50 feet tall, bro. Look at that. Roll the coin. Now, if these Phoenician people, which is the part of the mound builder bloodline in America, roll the coin. If these the same people, it got to be the same people building shit like this. Come on now. It got to be. Ain't no way around it. That's a Hebrew temple. Right there in the middle of Mississippi in the fucking woods. Bro. Bro. I got to laugh to keep from crying, bro. See, people don't even feel my pain when they'll be understanding what I be trying to tell them and show them. Ain't nobody but some Hebrew built it. I just showed y'all. Who else gonna build it? Who gonna build something like that a mile from the Mississippi River, bro? With 20 or 30 damn columns on it. And they said there was a white man, and it's on a plantation, people. It used to be on a plantation. Y'all enslaved gods and nature's chosen people right here at these places. Our ancestors went around the world and built shit like this. The plot thickens. It's a perfect post. The plot thickens, bro. Roll the coin. These people made the buildings, all these Tartarian ass buildings, same bloodline, kept evolving. That's why America building so grand. Until they came over here and took it. That's why the so-called Tartarian building is so grand. Didn't nobody mess with them people in North Europe, our bloodline, for a long time. We built all them damn big ass buildings. This before Moors. This before Mongol Tartary. This before all these people ever even hit the land. These buildings way older than you think they is, people. That stone been sitting there for thousands of years. And it's still there looking good today. Now, if these buildings 2000 BC, let's say American buildings are 1000 BC with a little greater technology, because ain't nobody fucking with them people. Ain't nobody fucking with them. It wasn't no people over there to stop them from building Capitol buildings all over America. They just kept getting greater and bigger and more stone. And then the quarries that the limestone was found at that built the Capitol buildings got ancient skeletons and mounds all around it, all over America, because I researched it. This shit is amazing. Now, let's look at this right here too. Right? Because I don't want y'all to... I'm finna break the whole story down. What I'm thinking, what happened, people. This is what I'm thinking. This is an old house too. They remodeled it. Right? Confederate houses. Look at them columns and look at the roof. Antebellum houses. Look at the columns. Look at the triangle on the roof. Look at the triangle at the door. Look at the columns. Come on now. Hold on. I ain't done. Look at the damn triangle over the door with the columns on a smaller version. Look at the stone at the bottom of this house. Look at the stone on the chimney, stone wall around the house. It's just remodeled, people, with white paint. Now, let's go back to the ancestral knowledge, because we already got it in our head. We just got to download it. These people took our houses made out of stone and wood, looking just like a Capitol building, but it's smaller version to live in. The Capitol building was some type of temple. That's why it's made so elaborately. The antebellum houses, or the slave plantation houses they call it, were built for living, but they got the same columns with the same triangle on the front of it. In the middle of the agriculture field where our ancestor was already there when they were made prisoners of war. It make perfect sense. Roll the coin. Make perfect sense. Because ain't no way y'all built the same style houses. Ain't no way. Now let's go look at this. Roll the coin. Okay. Look at this in Princeton. Look at that. Now, these buildings on these colleges are some type of temples that our people built. Harvard, aligned with the equinox right through that window. Crazy. Now, I showed y'all this another day, but I'm showing it to you again. This is Moscow, Russia. Aldebaran building, Pleiades star system buildings. This is the layout of the ancestors. This is the layout of the ancestors. Aldebaran, Pleiades. Aldebaran, Pleiades. The Pleiades is called the Seven Sisters. The Pleiades is called the Seven Sisters, right? Why does Ivy League colleges have the Seven Sister schools? Why? It's called the Seven Sister schools. They took our buildings in line with the Pleiades, people. Here go Virginia. Same layout as the Cretans in Greece. Same layout, same style building. This is how these people look now. Don't get this twisted. This is how they look. We're not going to associate no Tartarian. We're not going to associate no unknown race. This is how they look. Now, if the Pleiades is called the Seven Sisters, why are the Ivy League colleges called the Seven Women's Colleges of the Seven Sisters? Interesting. They don't expect you to know that because it's star constellations. They think we don't. They don't want us to know the stars. See, when you know the stars, they can't. When they put words on shit, you understand it automatically. You understand automatically, right? Let me show y'all this. Where them receipts at? Hold on. Automatically. Where them buildings at? Let me see. Seven Sisters. Hold on, let me find that receipt. These are buildings, because when they're aligned a certain type of way, and these people name the buildings after the star alignment of our ancestors. That's how they play in your face. Well, I'll put it up right here. That's how they play in your face. Watch this. This is how they play in your face. Watch this. The real knowledge. This is why they can't hide it, because it's still shaped like that today. Roll the coin. You cannot hide it. It's still shaped like that today. Look. The Seven Sisters is a historic consortium of highly selective, historically women's liberal arts colleges, including Bernard, Byrne, Mawar, Mount Holyoke, Wellesley, Smith, alongside Vassar, Radcliffe University. The Seven Sisters were founded to offer women in education Ivy League schools, right? Now, what's the first one? Let's say Bernard, right? Let's go look at Bernard. Hold on, let's go to images. Let me see what they show the school. Now, look at these damn schools. Look at these schools now. Here go one of them. Let's blow it up. Seven Sisters, the elite historic women's colleges, Ivy League. Right? Let's go check it out. They won't even let me blow it up. But look at that. Look at that right there. Now, these people have taken Ancestors buildings, still name it the Seven Sisters after the Pleiades, and put colleges right up in the building. Hold on, let me get some better pictures. Hold on. That's wild right there. And it's still called the Seven Sisters. Roll the coin. Now, what's so deep about this is they make these students learn about the Pleiades. They teach it, right? They teach it. They make you learn about the Pleiades in Ivy League schools. They make you learn it. It's like a course you got to take. Watch this. Watch this. The consortium formed in the 1920s with its name derived from the Pleiades. See that? Roll the coin. Them seven schools that them people got up there in the Northeast are land just like Moscow, people. They're land just like Moscow. They're land just like this right here. Just like this. Same layout. Aldebaran building, Pleiades. Roll the coin. Now, these other ones, the same way. Same way. Brown, Princeton, Penn, same way. Seven Sisters, colleges. See that? Washington, D.C. shaped the same way. Washington, D.C. got a Pleiades with buildings, right? Cincinnati, Ohio got mounds with buildings. I mean mounds, people. Shaped like the Pleiades. That's the old, ancient culture. So now, You have to look at it a certain type of way. We have mound formed with the Pleiades, right? That's the ancient culture. Then you get temples. The Mayans got temples aligned with the Pleiades. The Egyptians got pyramids aligned with the Pleiades. Right? Let me show y'all. Now, this is how you understand who the Hebrews really was. Mayans architecture is known for feature alignments with celestial bodies, including the Pleiades. You see that? The 7 dolls. 7 sister teaching, same shit. Right? This is our real culture, people. Now, this is why they can't tell me these people are different, because I know my fucking history, right? So when I go to Egypt, I just showed you buildings aligned with the Pleiades all over the world. Mounds in Cincinnati, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, Pleiades. I just showed y'all that long time ago. Kincaid mounds. Cahokia is shaped like the Pleiades on one spot. Winterville. All these mound complexes got the Pleiades somewhere if they didn't knock them down, right? So you start with mounds, you go to temples like the Mayans, then you go to pyramids, right? Then you move to pyramid. So now, since I showed y'all that, that's aligned with the Milky Way, right? I got to show y'all the star map so you can see it. Now, let's go to Egypt. What's the name of the city of Egypt? Damn, I be forgetting. It's a funny name. The part at the bottom. I think I talked that one time before. I just can't think of the name. It's late. I'm tripping tonight. Albassar. Is it No, it's not Albassar. It's, hold on. It's not Albassar. It's Albassar at the top. Albados. It's a A. It's an A word. I can't think of shit for nothing. It's late. It might be Albassar. Hold on. Milky Way. As one. Hold on. I'm finna find it. I think I can find it. Let me see. Okay, here we go. There she go. Hold on. I know I got the receipt somewhere. Close down some of this shit. They wouldn't even let me on this website, right? Hold up. Can I get on this motherfucker? Here we go. Look. Albassar. Hold on. Right there. You see it right there? Albassar. Now look. Aldebaran. Pleiades on the Milky Way. You see it? Sirius Orion. Aldebaran. Hold on. Pleiades. You see that? This is ancestor teachings. So buildings are aligned with this. So Albassar in a pyramid form and Pleiades in a pyramid form. at the bottom of the Nile, right? Same layout. See that? The Mayans have that same layout with a temple. Then they got the Pleiades temples. So this is ancient culture. So when I see it, I don't give a fuck where I see it at. I can see it in, it don't matter. It could be on the moon. When I see it, let me show y'all that one more time because I want y'all to understand something. Right? Now, why is this important? Most High, I appreciate you, bro. Why is this important, right? This is important because this part of the star alignment is the loop on the Ankh, people. Right? This part of the star alignment is the loop on the Ankh. Hyades, Pleiades, right? It's the loop. And then Sirius and Orion, Regal and Betelgeuse is the cross. So this is an Ankh on the ground, right? That still represents the summer solstice. Because this show in the sky on the dawn of the summer solstice, then you see this in the daytime, Sirius and the sun in the morning, right? This is the key to life on the ground in pyramid form in Egypt. Now, any part of that star alignment that you see aligned with structures are the same bloodline of people in ancient times. Don't matter. Don't matter at all, right? Now let me show y'all something. Now that y'all see the alignment, let me go to something else. I'm glad I learned how to type. Roll the coin. Let me see. All right. Okay. This is how I know these ain't Native American mounds. See, that's why I be talking shit, right? I talk a lot of shit because I can back it up. A whole bunch of shit. Because if somebody play with me, it's over. The information is so far ahead of you that you can't even catch up to it fast enough to even try to even debunk nothing I'm talking about. The shit over your head. Only a couple people I even see on the internet even know what the fuck I be talking about. Rashad Poet. Shout out to Rashad Poet. He one of them. Watch this. These people don't even understand this shit. They think it's, you know, they still talk about some new laws and all that shit. I don't give a fuck about them laws. Not truth now. American Indian mound sites in North America, particularly those associated with Hopewell, Mississippian culture, exhibit alignments with celestial events, including the Pleiades. You see this? Patoli Mounds in Georgia, Cahokia. What else we got? Newark Earthworks, Ohio. Roll the corn. Now that I taught y'all that, you can see where I'm coming from now, right? Put the corn in the chat. Now, ain't no way in the hell a mound complex, old as hell, a line like the bottom of Egypt, a line like the Mayan temples. It's some Native American dummies. Ain't no way. This is the most divine knowledge on the planet. You think a damn dummy put that up there? Come on, y'all. I just gave y'all $1 million worth of knowledge right there. Ain't no fucking way humanly possible a hunter-gatherer barbarian caveman align temples, pyramids, and mounds with a star alignment of the Ankh. If you think Native American built them fucking mounds, you really an idiot at this point. If you think melanated people that build them damn mounds aligned with divine knowledge, you done lost your fucking mind. See, this why the information is over people's head at this point. They just speculating, talking shit. I ain't doing no speculating. I wasn't studying what my great-grandmama was teaching me to speculate. When in my whole time, I knew she wasn't lying to me. She ain't never lied to me not one day. Why the fuck would she lie to me about my history? So, therefore, we got we got shit coming out the mounds with Hebrew inscriptions on it. Copper breastplates with pearls and Hebrew copper armor found in the mounds in Ohio. Mounds aligned with the harvest, the summer, spring solstice, winter solstice, all this stuff for agriculture. Because that's where the Hebrew language came from, agriculture teaching. The fucking A is an ox and a plow. The same people who created that agriculture on Mississippi River created the damn language. Okay. Let's go back to the receipts. We know the truth now. Now, all of this stuff is coming from one place. He go to Unk Cross in Ohio right here. He go to Unk in Ohio. I can show you another picture with the mound builder buried in Georgia with the same Unk. Why is this found in in Ohio? Come on, man. That's the ecliptic loop with that's the Unk Cross, bro. Stop it. Ain't no Native American done that. Y'all done lost y'all damn mind. Y'all find it in Egypt, y'all be humping all over it. Find it in Ohio, all natives done it. No, the fuck they didn't. You get into a native, I might knock one of them out, roll the coin, because it ain't even their shit. Don't even let them touch it. It's not theirs. Not trying to be foolish, but it's not theirs. Ain't got nothing to do with them people. Y'all done gave our shit away. You think I'm bullshitting? This is Georgia. Same ideology. Ecliptic loop with the towel, with the T. Same ideology, loop, T, Unk, Georgia. Inside the Nakuchi Mound in Georgia. You gotta know what you looking at. Don't let these people lie to you, bro. You think a Native American got an ancient Unk in his grave? That's our people in that grave. And these white people know it. And they fucking know it because they the one dug it up. That's how I know they know it. This is the knowledge the secret society, the Illuminati, the high government corporation officials are hiding from the people in Timeri. This is why when I download my live, I can't even get no sound on the motherfucker. They don't want me to teach my people the truth, bro. The Ankh ain't the earth cross. No. The Ankh is really the summer solstice. Really, to be honest with you. For the harvest. That's the key to life. The harvest is the key to life, bro. Feeding your people, taking care of your people is the key to life. Being a steward to the land, then you feed your people off the land. That is the key to life. You farming and feeding your family really is the key to life. It's just that simple. You farming and getting connected with nature while you farm and feed your people and make them self-sufficient is the key to life. This man called me a scammer with a Hindu hand that come from the Mississippian on his damn thing. He don't even know where the fuck it came from. You got a Hindu hand like this with an eye right there. They come from the Mississippians, nigga. But I'm a scammer. What am I scamming for? Did I ask you for anything, you bitch ass nigga? What am I scamming for? Huh? Bunch of scammers. Come on up and talk to me, bro. Come on, talk to me. Looking like a rainbow player. So I'm sick of you weird, funny rainbow niggas. You got your eyebrows all arched and shit. Get your sweet ass out my check, bro. Sweet lame ass. I ain't finna play with y'all. I ain't playing with nobody no more. You got your eyebrows arched. I shouldn't even be talking to you, bro. You went and got your eyebrows arched for $20, bro? I can see your eyebrow arch from the small picture on my fucking live. You don't get your sneaker in the tailpipe looking ass out my live, bro. What are we scamming for? Don't none of us got shit, bro. What we got? Do we got a whole goddamn state we just go live in without hunter-gatherers coming? No, we don't. We ain't got shit. What we got? The police can kick my door in and murk me right now if I don't murk their ass first. What I got? Nothing. These folks took all our shit that was worth value a long time ago. What are we scamming for? Peanuts? A car? This shit ain't gonna help my daughter, bro. What are we scamming for, bro? I got on this app and talked for 2 years straight for nothing. Nothing. And still don't want nothing. What we scamming for? Ain't nothing to scam for if our land took by hunter-gatherers. We just surviving on land that was taken. Some people do better than others. But at the end of the day, if something go wrong, they're gonna transfer all our shit right back to them people. Let's say I build up a big amount of shit and I leave here and don't nobody take care of it. That shit gonna go right back to the state, right back to the hunter-gatherers. Even in a trust, if you dead, they can come get your shit if don't nobody come do nothing about it, bro. What we got? We always got to answer to them and pay them. What we got? What we scamming for? Ain't no need for me to scam. What I'm scamming for? The fuck I don't want no earthly materials, bro. I want land and prosperity for my people. I broke earthly materials long time ago. Ain't nothing for me to scam for. I don't want nothing. They taught people who are not virtuous that material things makes them a status. You are above status of people. That is not true. That's hunter-gatherer thoughts. It ain't true at all. They make you think a car and a house that you got to pay their ass 30 years for is some status. No, ain't no status to me. Sound like a slave. You got a big car, no, the big house. You working hard as fuck every day, and you talking about your status. What's your status? A hard worker? I ain't saying nothing wrong with this now. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm saying that ain't no need of thinking that you better than somebody for working hard for something. Just like everybody else. Your shit might cost more than theirs and look better, but y'all still working for a roof. Still got to pay the white folk 30 years for their house. It's the same thing. So, therefore, if your car a little newer than theirs, you still got to pay the white folk for the old car, the 2000 and the 2025. It don't matter. They still got financing on that motherfucker and getting extra money. So ain't no need of us looking at each other like we better than each other. We do in the same boat. Yeah, we need a car to go to work. We need a car to take our kids. I understand it. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying. Don't look at that as a status quo over somebody else. It's materialism. Everybody like what they like, but don't use it as, oh, my shit better than theirs. That shit better than theirs. Because if they don't pay their mortgage in the hood, they're gonna get kicked out. If you don't pay your mortgage in the rich area, you get kicked out too. It don't matter where you at. Shit go wrong, everybody getting the fuck up out of there. In the hood or in the burbs. It don't matter. It's the same thing. They want all of it. Now, see, this is the thing with me, right? I do want to get that land with my people. I do want to do that. That's the only thing I want to do with my people, like monetarily, is help get the land. We put houses on it, community centers. I do want to do that with. That's the only thing. Everything else, I'm not in it for that. My thing is, we were taught by a culture that puts material things over their own people. They put material things over their own people. Therefore, they made us the same way they are. Therefore, we lost our virtue. We lost our edge. We lost our power. See, people just think, just because you black, just because you melanated, you got power. No. We lose power faster than anybody else. You know why? Because we the power source. If we the generator. We the damn, you know the thing blow up in your neighborhood, everybody's lights go out. When the boom and the lights go out in your neighborhood, that's what we is. Right? We lit the whole neighborhood. So when we don't do the right thing, everybody's lights getting cut off. Yeah, we the transformer. When we don't do the right thing, everybody's lights getting cut off. right? Everybody's. If we just start cutting up, acting the fool, you know what the hunter-gatherer gonna do. You know what they gonna do. They just say we just go to acting the fool. They gonna act a fool just because we acting the fool. They really watching us. They always watched us. Whatever we lead and do, that's what's gonna happen. Because we are the leaders of the pack. No matter what they try to tell you or nothing, if we get to cutting up, the whole world gonna cut up. If we show peace and love to each other, the whole world will start showing peace and love to each other. Except for them elite people. They don't want peace and love. They want destruction. But we can, if we show peace and love, the regular other culture, the regular people, they're going to show peace and love too. If one day we wake up and stop killing each other, stop hurting each other, start back respecting all our ancestors and older people, and helping out people in the neighborhood and helping out other people's kids up the street, and we just record it and put it all on TikTok, we'll change the world. We that powerful. We that powerful. Ain't nobody that powerful on the planet but us. I'm telling you. Ain't nobody else that powerful. Our unity can save humanity. I'm telling y'all what I know. Us getting along under the same rules of the ancestors, oh man, we'll run it. Shit, it'll be over with. It'll be over. Hunter-gatherers will get out of our way. If we pull up all on the same time, 10 million deep, hunter-gatherers will just open the door, let us have it, whatever the fuck we want. Y'all don't believe that, do it. We come unified, they'll just give us whatever we want, bro. Here y'all go. You want the White House? He got the keys. You want Washington, D.C., he got the keys to all the buildings, man. Y'all can have this shit. They don't even want no smoke like that. But we got to come together to see it happen. Them people don't want no smoke with us, bro. They do not want no smoke with us. I'm telling you. But they keep us divided. They can smoke us out. They can smoke all our ass. We ain't got a chance divided. We ain't got a chance. Divided, we ain't got a chance. Together, shit, it's 100% chance we gonna win. And this with armies and everything. I'm telling you, they can't stop us, bro. Them people can't stop us. United, they can't nobody stop us. Only thing can stop us united is what created us, the planet. And the planet ain't nature's cycle ain't gonna get rid of us because we are nature. We the first thing created in nature. It's gonna eliminate everything else. But at the same time, if we understand who we really are, ain't no stopping us. I'm telling you. Now, what I was talking about was the mound builders. These people evolved to make ships and go around the world with the knowledge that they learned on this continent. Let me tell you my story right quick. Y'all listen to this story real clearly, and I'm going to prove this. Before I leave this planet, I'm going to prove everything I'm finna tell y'all. The creation story comes from a mound. Primordial water receding coming from a mound. In Egypt, on the walls, they got small men looking like frog tadpoles. Small women looking like snakes. Right? Coming out the earth, evolving. I'm telling y'all what I see in the artifacts, a creation story of the waters receding, leaving like some type of tadpole organism with snakes and frogs. Deep down in the soil of the planet, in some kind of way, they evolved to beings. Egypt got this stuff on the wall, people. Now you go to all of the creation stories. Choctaw, mounds. Egypt, the Ben, mounds. Mayans, mounds. Olmecs, mounds. Sumerians, mounds. Creation stories. Same story. Now, if you come out that mound out the ground, made by the planet, and these people are sitting here telling us the creation story, that'd be amazing. Right? So, the Choctaw got a creation mound right in the middle of Mississippi called Ishki. It's Hebrew. Ish is man. Ki is earth, or Ki is feminine, Mother Earth. Ishki, mound. Choctaw, not Choctaw. Choctaw, C-H-A-H is C-H-A-I, or C-H, yeah, C-H-A-I, it's Hebrew. Same word, right? This stuff is Hebrew. This stuff is not English. Quit letting these people tell y'all the Choctaw is who we talking about. Nah. That's Native American and French people. The Choctaw is Hebrew. And the mound is Ishki. And there's Hebrew too. So therefore, ain't no Native Americans assimilated Choctaw from Choctaw. Ishki, I-S-H-K-I. K-I, earth, Mother Earth. Mother. Fire, but that's what it means. The great mother, Mother Earth. Ishki, there you go, digital. That's it. Research, break ish and key down and find the truth. Right? Earth, planet key. Mother Earth. Creator of man, Ish. Ish is man. Ish is man. Yeah, key is earth, Ish is man. Mother Earth created man. That's what they're trying to tell you. In Hebrew now. Don't get this shit messed up. Ish, key. Don't get it messed up now. This ain't no damn Nina Wire. This is not Nina Wire. Ish, key, chateau. Chateau is big or great. Great mother mound. Ishki. See that? Choctaw, not Choctaws. Choctaws call it Nina Wire. Choctaw call it Ishki. Right? Choctaw Amah. Amah is Hebrew. Amah is Hebrew for mom or mother. Choctaw Amah, Hebrew, mom. See, now you starting to get it. Why the hell these people were speaking Hebrew? Ain't no damn Native Americans. They assimilated us with their Choctaw shit. I can't teach you no better, bro. I hope this information changed some of y'all life because this is what you need to hear. All that other shit is rubbish, trash. You throw that shit in the garbage. This is what you need to know right here. Why is the mound called a Hebrew name? And why is the real name of the Shattah Hebrew? These ain't no Native Americans who created that name. It's just that simple. It's us who created that. Coming from that same people that's on the Mississippi River thousands and thousands of years ago in the Bronze Age and the age before that. These people been here a long time, people. And they look just like us. Our bloodline of people, them people all in Egypt, them people all in Israel, them people all in Samaria. Same fucking people. I'm telling you what I know. The Sumerians is speaking Hebrew. Ki is a god in Samaria. Ishki, Ki is a god in Samaria. Where do you think they got that shit from? Huh? These ain't no damn aliens. These your fucking ancestors. Ki, Sumerian goddess. Here you go. Roll the coin. See, you got to know this stuff. When they get to land and acting like Ingi, down in the planet, the southern stars of the underworld. The underworld is related to under the earth, right? Ki. Hold on, roll the coin. Hold on. Ki is a god. Is a goddess, people. Ki represents the fertile, nurturing earth, serving as a mother goddess, responsible for creating and sustaining life. See what I'm saying? It's the same fucking meaning over here. Acting like Samaria is some type of alien. Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm so glad my great grandmama taught me this shit so I could teach it the right way, because these niggas be lying. They don't know what the fuck they be talking about. It just be, and white tees and natives be lying with a cape on. They be Superman lying. Dun, dun, dun. They put the cape on to start lying, the white tee and the native. They just Superman lies with the cape. Then the people look like us who be trying to hide information and lie. They just be telling little, they don't be know the hell. Some of them know they be talking about neither, bro. Why is Ki a god in Samaria? And our mounds are older than Samaria. Where do you think that knowledge came from? Roll the coin. The primordial couple? Primordial mean creation, people. Separations of heaven and earth. And in Ki, produced Enlil. Enlil that separated his parents, carrying the sky away and leaving the earth for Ki. Don't you see this as mythology? Of what the people talk about the planet, bro. This is planet knowledge. This ain't no space knowledge. What it say? Separated his parents. An and Ki. Right? Ki is the earth. An is the horizon. Right? Or heaven. An is heaven in Hebrew. Right? An is over the horizon, heaven in Hebrew. Y'all think this some Sumerian shit? An in Hebrew. Ain't no Sumerian. These folks lost their damn mind. Right? It often refers to the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet, Aleph. An first, right? Same shit. We created the language, so it all go together. It all go together. Un is Aleph, the first letter of the Paleo Hebrew, right? Roll the coin. Then you get Anu in Hebrew. But I already know, Anu Anu is Orion really. And Anu means we or us in Hebrew. Right? All they go together. All of it go together. Now, the Anu Museum of the Jewish people in Tel Aviv. Look at this. See that right there? Anu Museum. Anu means we, us in Hebrew. The Anu Museum in Tel Aviv. Right? Let me show y'all something. Let me see can I set this up. Now, why is Tel Aviv so important? Right? Tel Aviv. Who built it? Tel means mound. Tel means mound, right? Y'all understand these words. Tel means mound. Let me show y'all that first. Yes, the Hebrew word tel, right, means mound or hill. You see that? Okay. Now, why our mounds ain't Hebrew if everybody else mounds Hebrew? See what I'm saying? How they just lie to you? A Hebrew mound is a tail. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Tail. What is Aviv? Aviv is spring. Aviv is spring. The name Aviv, Hebrew, spring or renewal. The spring is the renewal, symbolizing the new beginning and the start of a season when plants turn green. That is a teaching of the real Hebrew people. So when you align a mound with the spring equinox and the summer solstice, you are doing Hebrew things. This ain't religious. This is agriculture. This is being a steward of the land. Right? Now, Tel Aviv means the mound of spring. Right? Let's keep going. Now, this is when the Bible come in. It's going to tell you exactly what the hell it was. Tel Aviv is Tel Abib. What is Abib? Is it the same? It says no. Tel Aviv is a modern city. Okay. Tel Aviv is Tel Abib in the Bible. Is it Abib or it might be spelled another way? In the Bible. In the Bible. Here they go capping. Here they go. Okay, you see that? The hill of spring, right? Tel Mound. Hold on, let me find it. Google be changing shit. It's all good. I got real receipts with the books. But I'm going to see can I find it because they tripping. Tel Abib in the Bible. Let's take Tel Aviv out of there. I might be spelling it wrong, y'all. There it is. Tel Aviv. You see it? Tel Abib or Tel Aviv. A biblical location in the Chaldees, mentioning the hill of corn or hill of spring. Why is Tel Aviv or Tel Abib, the captivity of Judah, talking about the hill of corn and the hill of spring? Who the fuck built Tel Aviv? You see that? That's crazy. Hold on. Now, why in the Bible, Tel Aviv means Tel Aviv? You see that? Hill of corn, hill of spring. The hill that aligns with the spring equinox. That's what they're trying to tell you. Mounds in America are aligned with the spring equinox for the sowing or planting of corn or agriculture. Now, where did that, let's go to America. Are mounds, let's put this right here. Let me see, this is a better shot. Let me see, hold on. Might be a better shot. Are mounds aligned with the spring equinox? I might spell it wrong, it's gonna pop up. In America, it's all right. I just showed you what Tel Aviv is in over there. It's built on a mound aligned with the spring. Yes. Mounds in America are aligned with the spring equinox. That is the same as the mound of spring. It's the same thing, people. Now, why would one mound of spring pop up in the Middle East? It became religious. Roll the corn. Roll the corn, man. Hold on. Let me switch my camera. Now, why one mound pop up in Jerusalem? One big mound of the spring aligned with the spring equinox pop up, and now the whole town religious. Because y'all hunter-gatherers over there. Till we bring that knowledge over there, that's when y'all came around. These are the people they're writing about in the Bible. We got millions of mounds aligned with the spring equinox over here. For sure, hundreds of thousands of them. Now, they get that culture over there, and it became the Hebrew or the Hebrews, the Atlanteans. They building mounds. They writing Paleo-Hebrew. They're teaching about the spring equinox and the summer solstice, the winter solstice, and the autumn equinox. They're teaching about all of that. All the symbols from the equinox for agriculture are turned into stories that became metaphors for teaching. So if you teach a story about Sirius arising in front of the Son of God, like some type of Jesus story, became a metaphor. Metaphors became religion. But it all started with star alignments coming from agriculture teachers of ancient culture. And they didn't understand it. We was teaching it because we understood it. Like we say cap, like you capping. It took YT people and hunter-gatherers a while to learn what you was talking about. You so cap. See, we already knew what the shit meant. They were trying to figure it out. Same way we teach a story, they try to figure it out. Then they figure it out and start using it. They start assimilating. Now you're hearing white folks talking about cap. They're capping, Billy. Billy, stop capping. It's not your culture, dog. Where you get that from? Where you hear that? You just learned out what cap mean, huh? Billy, you're capping over there. Yeah, see, now they dancing the rap music all in the, you see what I'm saying? Find out what the words mean. And, you know, now they don't come from no Houston. Nah. Nah. What they used to call cap. What's the old word for cap? I bet you don't know that, Houston. Not no ball capping. What's the old word for cap? Somebody in Mississippi will tell you. High capping. See, it's high siding in Houston. It's high capping in Mississippi. It's dope popping. They call it dope popping, high capping in Mississippi, right? You high capping. Cap came from high capping. You acting high capping. High capping, cap. You shorten it up to cap, right? all that on God. Niggas was saying it in Mississippi in the 80s, people. We've been calling each other Jews since I was born. I lie to you not. That's our word, Jew, right? What up, Jew? That's Mississippi shit. Stop high capping, Jew. Y'all put this shit together, right? Stop high capping, Jew. We called each other we've been literally calling each other Jews the whole time, saying it as slang, but where that shit come from? Y'all call it fitted in New York. You real fitted. That's funny as hell. Yeah, it's high capping in Mississippi. And it's called dope popping. Like, stop dope popping, bro. Like it's cap. Dope popping is cap. Y'all funny as hell. We've been saying Jew since I was born. I was calling people Jew at 5 years old. What up, Jew? Come here, Jew. Ask anybody from Mississippi about that. They'll tell you. If you know somebody from Mississippi at work, go to work and say, what up, Jew? They gonna start laughing, right? Boston bragging. See, I ain't never heard of it. Vinny, you know. What up, Jew? On God, Jew. On God, Jew. Stop playing. On God, Jew. See, that Mississippi talk. On God, Jew. On God, Jew. Better stop playing, Jew. On God. You say on God 2 times. Yeah, Chicago say, what up, Joe? That's how Mississippi talk. She don't. This how Mississippi niggas talk. Shit, on God, Jew. I went around the corner. On God, motherfucker playing, and I almost killed that nigga Jew. On God, that nigga bullshit, and on God, man, I had to leave because on God, I was about to kill that nigga. Mom, man. Oh, shit, then they start gang banging. Then they start gang banging on I Vice Lord. Or on 6 is GD, right? On I Vice Lord is IVL. Then on 6 they get to talk about, you know. See, people don't know that them gangs started from people from Mississippi. All them Chicago GDs and Vice Lords, and all them motherfuckers come from here. Right? Larry Hoover, people from Mississippi. Jeff Fort, people from Mississippi. Tookie Williams from Louisiana. Right? All that shit come from the SIP. I'm telling you. And you know, these, like you said, these real chiefs, these real old school chiefs who created the laws for that, right? So that's how powerful our people really are. And they try to lock our people away because they attain so much power over their people. And they will never let them free. Anybody that can unify people that fast is a problem for the United States corporation. If I get to the point where I can unify my people that fast, I'm a problem. Yeah, Chicago, Four Corner Hustlers, Peach Stones, all that, right? I'm telling you, anybody that can unite people from this land in a snap of a finger, they don't want you out of here. They want you out of here, bro. They don't never want to let you free because somebody like Larry Hoover can get out and get right on TikTok and tell all the GDs to meet him in Chicago. And there it is. They coming from all corners of the earth. All corners of America. He called the GDs and the Crips, and Lord, police don't want no smoke. They do not want these people out free. Too much power. Right? Any melanated man get power and start uniting his people. He got too much power. You got to be protected some type of way. Right? For real. Then you'll be able to take over a nation if you got that type of power. And they know that. You can run all their hunter-gatherer ass up out of here. And it ain't going to take long. Thoughts on Malachi Z. York? Malachi Z. York was a great teacher. He was a good teacher. I just didn't like the alien teachings. Everything else was great. The alien teachings, I don't fool with that. Right? And I understand that back in those people's days, the knowledge was different, right? The knowledge was different back in York days and the other dude, the knowledge was different. A lot of stuff people could understand. And they just use what they had at the time, which is cool because you just got to go with the times, right? But these days, that alien teaching is now really going against your own people. These wasn't no aliens. You ain't from nowhere near where they say you are from in the sky. So I respect them people, right? Bobby Hemmett, a genius. I respect all these teachers. York, even though they had different views and different way of doing things, all of them had strong points. All of them had strong points of certain knowledge, right? Rod Hayes got good information, right? Rod Hayes a genius. Some stuff he speak on is genius. I'm telling you. Bobby Hemmett, York. I like the Egyptologist dudes too. But they always so stuck on Egypt. It started to bother me because they'll never talk about nowhere else. Like General City. General City cool, but he's stuck on Egypt. I heard him talk about the Mississippian culture a couple of times. He tried to downplay him, but can't downplay him, bro. They older than Egypt. The North American mound builder on the Mississippi River is older than Egypt, bro. You can't downplay him. You can't look over him. You can't look over the black soil on the Mississippi River at 13,000, 12,000, 13,000 years old. It's way older than Egypt. Phil Valentine, yeah. Yeah. The newer people, creators. I like Rashad Poord. Rashad Poord a genius. Rashad Poord know a lot. His book is beautiful. Earth Speaks. Earth Speaks had good points. He got good points. Earth Speaks got good points. I can't take nothing away from nobody. Young Pharaoh, right? Rashad Jamal. These people had good points. It was certain things It's certain things people are good at, right? And I respect it. Yeah, top cat. Cause see, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing about personal of people personally. This got something to do with the knowledge, right? I never Senator. I ain't never really checked him out. I gotta check Senator out. B deal, yeah, B deal, yeah, yeah. See, it takes a lot of moving parts to make this stuff what it is, right? A lot of moving parts to make information connect. See, it's all about connecting. Some people are more studied in different things than other people, right? And you got to make the knowledge connect. What's your thoughts on secret societies? Secret societies are the people who got rich off our land, right? They took all the symbolism from the mound builders, hid all your ancient culture so you wouldn't see it in America, so you would think you're from Africa. The secret societies are corporation owners, ancient land owners that took land when they first got to America and got rich off of it. These people, like I say, these people are very resourceful, right? Very resourceful. They got a lot of money, a lot of land, a lot of pool, right? And the secret is they living on melanated people's land, right? That's the big secret. Natives can't do nothing to them if they wanted to. Natives on the payroll, right? Let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all something. This who spoke on the secret society, and y'all already know who I'm talking about, but a lot of people ain't never saw this speech. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. Let me show y'all something.
The very word secrecy is repugnant.
Listen to this.
In a free and open society. And
y'all ready? Listen to this.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
See it?
We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive...
Hold on, Judge F. Kennedy. You moving too fast for the people.
Societies,
let me pause that joint.
Historically.
Now let me show y'all.
We are, as a people, to secret oaths.
All right, hold on. Let's go back to the owl. Okay. Now, this is Bohemian Grove. Right? Bohemian Grove. People think that the YT people built that owl. Mound builders built that owl, people. They'd always been there. Right? That owl was found out there in that area. Right? That owl is for wisdom. That is an ancient culture's owl. That has got nothing to do with white people. But when they find these things, they go out there and do paganism on your ancient cultures, structures, and monuments. Now do you understand it? They don't build these places. They just buy the land, say no trespassing, and they go out there and do paganism on your ancient ancestors' stuff. And then they make it look evil because they are doing evil things around it. Therefore, we get to believe in this evil. But the owl is wisdom to be able to see in without in the dark. Knowledge, right? That's why they go out there and light the bonfire during the spring and the summer solstice on different solstices around the year, because that's when you do it on the solstice. That's why they do that. Don't think this evil stuff that owl ain't evil. It's the people that are doing paganism to ancient culture stuff that makes it evil. I mean, that makes it evil for them. They are harvesting energy off our ancient culture. Let's keep going. Listen to John F. Kennedy tell you about secret societies.
Oaths and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of a closed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions. Even today, there is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. And no official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, civilian or military, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned. No rumor is printed. No secret is revealed. No president should fear public scrutiny of.
Hear what he said? Motherfuckers are getting silenced.
Should fear public scrutiny of his program.
Hold on.
No president should fear public scrutiny of his program. For from that scrutiny comes understanding. And from that understanding comes support or opposition. And both are necessary.
Now, hold on. Let me stop right there. Now, this man said secret societies doing secret things in politics, corporations. You can't stop them. They got army, intelligence, military. This stuff was so powerful that it was over the president, right? Why is he talking about this? Automatically, he had already heard that the old people wanted him gone, right? And then he spoke on it. He spoke on it. And when you speak on it, as a president or somebody with that type of power, it's over with. It's over with. It's a wrap. Now they got to embarrass you and kill you in front of everybody, right? Now they got to kill you in front of everybody. The president ain't got the power, people. If he had the power, he wouldn't even be up there talking like that. If he had all the power, what the hell he talking about? Some secret societies with rituals, with vast resources. They got more resources than you. And you supposed to be the president, right? So now, you see how powerful these people is, bro. You see how powerful these motherfuckers is. These people got all type. He said scientific, political, military, vast resources. They got everything. Jets, helicopters. They can tap your computer, tap your phone. These motherfuckers got vast resources. Secret societies. And you know they own corporations because they got the money, right? To make the resources work. That's why they killed John F. Kennedy. Because he spoke. Only people can kill a president, right? Somebody flagging my page, bro. Only people can unalive somebody like that is powerful people. Very, very, very powerful corporation people. That is a president, right? If y'all do him like that in front of everybody, say I'm going in too deep, right? So, anybody speak on these people who has any type of morals, right? It's over. It's over. They own you, bro. They own you. And what's crazy about it, you can't get them off you. So ain't no use to being scared of them. Ain't no use to being scared of them. All you can do is try to protect yourself the best way you can because you know what you're talking about. Right? Hold on. Are the corporations bloodlines? Yes. Yes, they are. Vanguard. Vanderbilts. That's one of them. y'all trying to make me get too deep, man. Y'all trying to have the folks. Fuck it. Vanderbilts. Rothschild. I can't think of the other ones right now. Yes, recessive bloodlines, but they are the secret society. The BlackRock people, right? Stuff like that. I ain't went into that stuff in a long time because I really, it get to a certain point, ain't no need of even getting on it like that. First, you got to get your people together. Ain't no need of you trying to think of all that. You gonna need your people together to even attempt to straight need people. Yeah, you right. You right. So you turn the feminine teaching from the mother goddess into male, and then they switch it out. You right. That's what I keep telling you, bro.
I'm not asking for newspapers to support.
It's way deeper than. That's why the name of these places I just showed y'all, Ishki, the Great Mother Mound. The teaching is from the Great Mother, Mother Earth. Then they related that into melanated women because that's who comes after. That's the firstborn from the planet, a melanated woman. So the mother goddess teaching, the first thing to come out the mound is the woman. Then the man came. See, they don't want to teach you, right? First one come out the planet is the melanated woman. Then you have the melanated man, right? Now, that's why in artifacts, it's always the Great Mother, because the Great Mother comes first. That's the first part of the teaching. I don't care where you at. Egypt, Samaria, mound builders, American Indians. Matriarch came first. It's simple. It's just the great mother. Anybody tell you anything different is don't know what he's talking about or he trying to mislead you. Right? Divine matriarch, great mother. The mound of the Shatta was the great mother. Amah in Hebrew, Shatta Amah, Shatta mother, Shatta Ma. You get it? Same thing with Egypt. Same thing everywhere else. It's Ma'at teachings. You're exactly right. So you have to understand when to switch the power to the hunter-gatherer, you have to switch the whole knowledge. You gotta make the great mother disappear. That teaching disappear. Now you have to come with a male God, a male man God, to switch it out, to take the teachings of that and make that disappear, and put my people in position to be the new great mother. But we are the great melanated man. I mean, the great YT savior, right? Yeah, Zeus and Apollo and it's a whole bunch of names, right? So that is how you keep a people from getting back to their original power. You switch out the great mother with the saviors, right? With the religious saviors. We got a whole bunch of them, so I'm usually trying to name all of them. You switch them out. When you switch them out, with people that look like the oppressor, right? You switch them out with people that look like the oppressor, so you won't be so pointing your finger at a man that look like a YT man, and that relays down to humans. So I'm looking at a YT savior. If I'm looking up to him, I automatically got to respect his YT people that look like him on the planet. So you switch it out in the books. Try to make yourself superior. So our people just won't go upside your head when we feel like it. Now we thinking about it. Now it's a sin to go against people look like this. And see what I'm saying? The people smart now. Don't get this stuff messed up. They took your old stories and switched them out. Switched the characters. The characters been switched. Right? The savior, the teaching been switched. See, let me explain something, y'all. Y'all gonna have me up all night, but I just feel like teaching today. Let me explain something. You wouldn't have never accepted the Bible if it had nothing to do with you. Don't think that book ain't got nothing to do with you and your bloodline. It got everything to do with you and your bloodline. The character was switched out for you to make them think that their people are superior by adding certain things to it, switching certain things out. Right? That's what they do. So if melanated people's savior at the time was some type of Haru ideology, they took the Haru ideology and made it into Jesus. Right? So when you do that, it's still a connection with the story, but they put their self in the seat of Haru. It's the same story. Haru and Jesus. Haru came from a star story, right? From agriculture. Then Haru turned into Jesus, the Savior. I'm just telling you the truth. I ain't trying to be funny. I ain't trying to do none of it. I'm just telling you. It just turned it. It just spent it. Same story. Haru born in a manger. The little beehive star cluster. There's a star rising in a star cluster called the manger. Jesus was born in the manger. The three wise men coming from the east. Right? Am I tripping? Three wise men coming from the east. Hold on. Let me see. Three wise men coming from the east. Now I'm tripping. Hold on. Three wise men coming from the east. They talking about Orion's belt. Right? Three wise men coming from the east is Orion's belt. Now, they said the Haru ideology came from Haru's mother was Mary. Right? Haru's mother was Mary, which is Virgo. That's what they're talking about. Then now you got Jesus' mother is Mary. But Haru's mother is Ty Mary. You know what Ty Mary is, don't you? That teaching come from here. Now that bar right there came from an old rich book. Old book. That Haru's mother was Mary. They come from an old $10,000 book. I just got pictures of it. That's vital information. Haru's mother is Mary. Then you got the Virgin Mary. Then you got a city called Mary in Samaria. Then you got Ty Mary in Egypt. The king of Mary in Samaria. The king of Mary. Why is everything called Mary? They tried to say Ty Mary is just Egypt, but why is it they got a city called Mary in Samaria that's older? That's, you know, this is a teaching from a people that's coming from somewhere. Because ain't no way everything named Mary over there. Why? The king, the city. Then you go to Egypt, you got Ty Mary, beloved land. See what I'm saying? Land of the the land of the plow, the ancestral land. Going into then you know Ty Mary is hooked to punt, the ancestral land. So you got to understand that they are talking about ancestry. They try to make it today like this just the name of the place. But they're talking about, they name these places after where they from or where their ancestors were from. Have you discovered any prophecies during your research? Energy. Prophecies come from nature. See, a lot of people try to do prophecies about other people. That ain't what it's for. Oh, Donald Trump gonna get on the live. See, you can't do that. It's not a prophecy. It's your opinion. A prophecy comes from you see something happen in nature and you see it happen again and you prepare for it or you warn your people of it. That's a prophecy. Like if you saw something when you was young and you see the same move getting done when you older and you tell your child that you saw that before in nature with people and teach them how to avoid it, that's a prophecy. If the flood comes in this area every year around this time of year and flood out my land every June the 7th, that's a prophecy. If the mosquitoes, if the locusts eat my crop up every year in the same month, I got to be prepared for that. That's a prophecy. The first prophecies came from events of the earth, floods, earthquakes, protecting your harvest from getting ate up, rain coming, drought, famine coming. Those are the first prophecies. Then false prophets came, right? And then the false prophets came and they started trying to predict the future. From what I know, prophecies come from saving your people, right? They come from saving your people from things the ancestors had already saw before. Now, if they saw it before and they taught it and wrote it down for the future references, that's a prophecy. But just predicting somebody's like demise or saying when the world gonna end, and I see that's not. It wasn't made for bad things like that. It was made to help people out in the right way. Let me see. See, when a lot of these things were created, it wasn't no other people around to even protect or even talk about, right? When nature's prophecies were first done, wasn't nobody but us out there. So we didn't equate a white man to the knowledge. We didn't equate no damn Mongolian to the knowledge. We didn't equate nothing. We was equating what can we do to save my people when I see this happen again. So it was all good prophecies that was trying to save our own kind, right? It's all about our own kind. See, these days we add all these other people into the knowledge that wasn't even there when it was created. That's what people fuck up at, right? So if you talking about a white man gonna pass away because he the president, it ain't got nothing to do with no prophecy. It ain't even our concern. Because the original ones ain't got nothing to do with other people. Just like people in Egypt trying to prophesize when a YT hunter-gatherer gonna die in Europe. They didn't care nothing about that. We trying to prophesize this good harvest to feed my people. This all we worried about is the harvest. When the harvest come in, we finna eat and have a party and show respect to the planet. Everything else is not of our concern. See, that's our problem today. We're too concerned about the hunter-gatherer. The stuff wasn't created for them. It wasn't created for them to even be in the equation of what we even talking about. Right? Equate we supposed to equate helping and saving our own people 100%. That's it. Because that's what it was made for. That's what it was made for. Yeah, it's about righteousness and virtue towards your own kind. First. And then when we perfected it, we had a covenant with nature to go out and teach other people, which was the hunter-gatherers. That's how we end up in the Middle East, in Africa, with hunter-gatherers trying to teach them. And they came back and turned their back on us and attacked us and unalived us. Mixed with us, had bloodlines. They got one drop, then they got black nobility and all this stuff over there. Right? We could have stayed in America. We didn't have to go nowhere else and do nothing else. We made boats just to go teach other people knowledge that could save a village or humanity in these areas. Famine was rapid back in those ancient times. So whoever can beat famine is a bad motherfucker, right? So that's what it was. Bad, 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 bad. Okay, in the Bible they teach it's a covenant of God. But the true teachings is a covenant with nature. Right? The Ark of the Covenant is not about religion, it's about nature's knowledge. Nature's knowledge. It ain't about religion, it's about nature's knowledge. Nature's knowledge, we're going to say, the planet, not a God. If you knew how to plant to the stars, you sow a seed when the spring come in the sky. You harvest it when the summer solstice or come in the sky. You harvest it when the summer solstice come. The winter solstice come, you get your fields ready for the upcoming spring. You got the seeds. We know when the locusts come in to eat your plants. We know how to irrigate it. We know exactly what time of year to do this. We know how to build structures to keep us warm in the winter. We know how to store food in the winter. We know how to take care of our people. In ancient times, that was the key to life. That was the key to life. And nothing else mattered. There wasn't no idols. We got spiritual with the dirt and the field and the stars and the wind and the water. It's the only thing we cared about. We weren't around here talking about it wasn't no thank you, Jesus. No. Thank you, Key. Ishki. Thank you, Ishki. Thank you, Mother Earth, for this fresh water, this corn growing over here, these animals. Thank you for that breeze of wind that came through here. Thank you, Key. Thank you for that's what was honored. This other stuff is man-made and created from man. Only thing man can't say he created was nature. And when they fool with nature, whoever is not of nature are the evil people. That's in the book. Nature's people are God's people. Unnature's people are not. So when you mess up the crops, put waste in the river, right? Let wildfire burn the whole California up. Put all this poison in the food and in the medicine. You got CERN in the sky, making tornadoes hit. You're busting levees, flooding folks out. You ain't nature's people. Only thing could stop them is nature's people. Ain't no God gonna stop them. I don't know why you think some type of God gonna stop these evil people. They ain't stopped them yet. They know that. They give you God while they steal the earth. Let me say that again. They give you something out of the fear while they fear nothing and steal the earth. They promise you heaven. They promise you heaven while they steal the planet. They paradise right now. That's they move. So while our ancient culture was paying honor to the earth, nature, they turned that teaching into a religious teaching, put their face on it, gave it back to you, remixed with P. Diddy on it. The remix. We're going to remix Haru's story to Jesus' story. We're going to remix all these melanated people back in coming from America and Egypt and all these people and put it in the book. We're going to take all their great sayings and put a YT man name on it. You're going to change the name from this and that to Joseph and this and that to such and such. Change everybody's name. Put these fake locations on there. And in these fake locations, we're going to put some type of monuments there to make people think something was there. And really, we just building over the top of the mound they built here a long time ago. That's simple. Give your same ancestral story right back. Remixed. Simple. Roll the corn. Let the cosmos lead demonic. Listen to me, y'all. Ain't no devil. The devil was created by them. The devil is in the heart of man. Evil is in the heart of man. Ain't no physical devil. It's in the heart of man. Right? Only people hurting people is people. Ain't no ghost coming around slapping you upside the head. Ain't no big ass monster coming out from under the floor with no horns slapping you upside the head. The evil come from people. You just got to figure out what's an evil spirit and what is not. That's how you decipher from good and bad. But there ain't no physical devil or demon in nobody. It's the lack of... Okay, let me explain something. Some beings on the planet don't have compassion, people. They have animal instinct. Y'all always trying to call these people some type of animals, but when they do animal things, you don't understand it. It's simple. You have animal instincts, the mark of the beast. Animal instincts is the mark of the beast. That's what they're talking about. The beast is an animal. A hungry ass bear, and you walking around with a big ass honey bun. The bear can't control itself. You got to get that honey bun up out you. He gonna get out of any means necessary. Because that's nature. It is a beast. It's not thinking about it's gonna hurt you. It's thinking about, give me the honey bun and I'm finna bite your arm off. Before they even think about what they're doing, a beast already has hurt or reacted. Right? And when a beast evolves, he evolves to trap people and hurt them. Now he's a little more evolved beast. Right? He started off an animal beast. Now he's a psychotic beast. Now he's planning on getting you in the blender. Right? Now, the people who are not have the mark of the beast know better. They always have. We're not finna hurt these people. We're not finna hurt these animals. We're not finna do this and that. It's some type of moral compass with a people. Y'all already know who they were. Because those are the people who had intellectual skills back in the ancient days. Them other people were barbarians and warmongers and the whole time. Now, when they speak of the mark of the beast, they speak of the people who have beast mentality, who has some type of animal DNA in their mutation, some type of ape, some type of big ass, big ear, big head. Come on now. Y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. Some type of skin like an animal. Right? Those are the people with the beast. Now, and I'm not always talking about them, they rub that teaching, that feeling off on some of our people. See, what people don't understand is the African and the African and the YT people really the same bloodline. They both of them got the beast, right? Them the people we mixed with when we got over there. We upgraded them. Those people got the beast. Why you think Africans think we just give away money and stuff over here? We such good people. We really dumb. They really think that. They think all us over here some suckers. We just give away money. We sweet. We can just pass money over the internet. We just suckers because we are virtuous in nature. They not. They not. They look at us like we some suckers. We like, bro, get them $3 and get your ass on. Because my life is already plentiful, right? They don't look at it like that. They look at it like we can get rich off of them because they so virtuous. They so gullible. We can go over here and play like we hungry on a video on TikTok and get $1 million donated because we think y'all hungry. We sending $5 and $10. Right? That's they move. That ain't virtue. That's the beast. The beast is trying to take advantage of anything he can to get over. That's beast mentality. YT people put them little raggedy ass dogs on the screen late at night. I can cut my TV on and the dog gonna be on there. The dog is starving. Send $1.99 a month. They play on your virtue, right? They know Americans, you can do that to them. Any other place in the world, they're not sending nothing for no dogs. Not a penny. Africa, Europe, ain't nobody sending nothing for no hungry African and no dog. Nobody but Americans. That's why you put them on American channels. That shit don't come on in Africa, in Europe. Don't even come on their TV. Ain't nobody sending nothing. All them people already know that no. Right? And then you add the way the world is set up to the beast. In Egypt and Africa, ain't no agriculture in ancient times. You talking about hungry? You talking about some hungry motherfuckers? You talking ancient time, ain't no food, ain't no fresh water, nothing, none of that. Now, a small farm that ancient time Americans built over there, they going to war over that land. You know why? Because that's where a small amount of food grows. The Muslims and the Christians in the Crusades fought over agriculture land. Y'all think this shit a joke. Watch this. The Crusades was fought. Hold on. Y'all think these people smart, man. Y'all think these people be thinking these motherfuckers is smart. They some type of... It's some type of geniuses over there. Like they some you people were savages, man. Reclaim. They try to say they want to reclaim the Holy Land, right? That's what they try to teach you. But when you understand that the Holy Land is on agricultural land, anything holy is on anything Kodesh was founded on food put there, right? That's a fact. Ain't nobody fighting over no land in the desert. You fighting over the trade center with the crops, right? That's a fact. They try to tell you it's religion. That's what they want to tell you. See, they want to teach you religion. I don't know who flagged my live, but y'all wrong for that. Now, you see it? Now watch this. In many cases, control over territory and resources become intertwined with religious identity. Resources, right? Resources. It was resources first, then religion. Territory and resources. Now, the territory and resources they fighting over is agriculture fields. Because ain't nothing over there to eat. Right? Land and wealth is what they fighting over. The land is not wealthy if it ain't got no crops on it, people. It's not worth a damn if it ain't got no crops on it. Here you go. Land in the fundamental source of wealth, power and food, right? Production. Control over agriculture territory, trade routes, and resources like water is a powerful incentive for conquest. Now that y'all see what I'm talking about. Now, if I'm sitting there, now look at it like this. Now look at it like this. If our Timeri culture is sitting over there long time ago with crop fields, water sources, irrigation, castles. I'm telling y'all who we were there before all these people. We sitting there, virtuous as hell, looking out for people. But we there for trade routes. These are trade routes. It just shows you it was trade routes. Ancient trade routes was made by the Hebrew. Don't let them tell you nothing different. That's who put these big cities in these spots for trade. These people really came through there and unalived our people for their territory. They got together some type of army. They want their water. They want that gold. They want that cornfield, that wheat and barley field. They want them animals. They want the house you live in. And the more beautiful and best spot is in, they for sure want it. Because they are hunter-gatherers. They have no food, no culture, no nothing. So when they put a team together to run our people off, now the people who ran our people off were melanated North Africans and melanated Europeans, which became Berbers. Now you starting to understand. Berber, Moor, black nobility. Them the people who took our shit over there in Europe, in Africa, right? Because the Phoenician was there first, which was a melanated person from Timeri. Then the Berber people came, took our god, took our mother goddess, and named her Afri, right? And when you name her Afri, then the Romans come and bust y'all head, and then they call it the land of Africa. Africa. So our people was in Europe and North Africa first. Now I ain't saying first like we were the first people there. I'm saying we were the first people with knowledge there. It was already people there. It's already people there with no civilizations. Let me show you. It was already people there in Africa on the Nile River with no civilization, people. You must understand it. Right? The primitive inhabitants of Egypt were savages who were without tillage or government. Tillage is agriculture. Tilling the land, no government, no agriculture, no government. Savages in Egypt before we got there. Why does Egypt switch up so fast? No, these ain't no Arabs. These Africans. These are Africans. This before the pyramids went up in Egypt, right? Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you. The Pontites were not black Africans. The people in Egypt were black Africans with no government and no agriculture. Right? So when our people get there with the agriculture and structure and different languages, now you understand what they're talking about. This when the Hebrew comes. This when the pyramids come. This when agriculture comes and builds Egypt. You see what I'm talking about now? So you got to understand that it was already people there, but a certain people came and built it up. Agriculture brings enough food to feed enough people to build pyramids and mounds. If you ain't got no agriculture, ain't nobody building no mound. Ain't nobody starving out there putting no dirt on no basket, dumping it on no mound all day. Come on now. You got to be able to feed people to build pyramids, bro. The corn fed the people who built the damn pyramids. I'm telling you what I know. That's who fed them bellies to get everybody good and full tonight. Timeri agriculture. Now, same thing happened in Tigris in the Euphrates River. Same thing. Same thing. Cuneiform just became from Hebrew. Cuneiform came from Hebrew also. Don't think the Sumerian ain't got nothing to do with Hebrew. You a fool. They saying Hebrew words. Key. It just look a little different, but it's the same teachings. They got the same hoe and the plow in their hand. Enlil is still the damn plow man. Roll the corn. We still find artifact with corn on them from Samaria. So, let's get back to the story real quick before I'm finna get out of here in a second, about 10 more minutes. I ain't gonna hold y'all all night on. But we intermingle with savages. These people are speaking Hebrew, building pyramids. They got structure, beautiful kids, tall, brown-skinned people with a whole culture. All that old Osiris and Isis and all that stuff come from our culture. I don't think this shit come from no Africa. We bought that to Africa. Watch this. We bought that to Africa. Right? Egyptians ascribed the foundation of their culture to Osiris, Isis, and the moon, who was Cush. So the Cushites was there first. These are our people. Right? Primitive inhabitants. They have no tillage or government. They lived in huts of reed until a race of a different descent and color settled among them. Who are these people? Different beliefs in color? These people were brown skinned, them Africans were black. The brown skinned people talked. The brown skinned people the one talked y'all about Osiris, Isis, and the moon. Come on, man. That's what happened. Now you start mixing with these people. Now you saying everybody, now the people who taught it said their ancestors came from the beloved land, Tamari. They start calling it Punt. Because they where they were from. So they called it Tamari. First city in Samaria was called Mary, M-A-R-I. Look it up. One of the first cities in Samaria. Then after that, you mix with them. Y'all fight for a little while, intermingle, intermix, have babies. Have babies who become pharaohs, mix with the first people of Cush in Egypt. Have babies. At the same time, cultures are coming still from Tamari on boats, bringing gifts. Right? That's when you get the the Cretans, stuff like that, who moved to Greece and built civilizations. But you got to understand, we bought the language. So when we bring this language, that's when all these stories come out about these people with these different languages doing all these different culture. That's why everybody want to be a Hebrew or a Jew or Jewish in the Middle East. Because those people were outstanding. And they still want to be them today. But they not them people. They live on their land, they fight over it, but they not them people. Still to this day, 2025, 1,000 years later, they still fighting over their land. That we built with mounds in agriculture a long time ago. You get it now? A bloodline from here built them places. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. I'm going to go call it a night. I'm going to holler at y'all again in the morning, probably about 10, man. Appreciate y'all hanging in this late. What time is it? Like 1 or 2 o'clock? Roll the corn. I just had to hop on tonight because I had a couple of things to say, man. Tell you what up. I see y'all in the morning, man. Y'all have a good night and be safe, man. Love y'all. I'm in love with you. We know the truth now.